Here we're going to integrate an exponential term, e to the negative 8x plus 5. In this case, with exponentials, usually the way to go is to let u be negative 8x plus 5. U is the power here. So differentiate, and you get du dx is equal to negative 8. Multiply across by the dx. And then you want to get dx on its own always, so divide across by negative 8. And you have du over negative 8 is equal to dx. So we're going to use that in our substitution, and we're going to use this in our substitution. Okay, so we now are going to start to do our work. So e to the negative 8x plus 5 dx. We're going to say that that is equal to the integral of e. Negative 8x plus 5 is u, so it's e to the u times, we're going to replace dx with du over negative 8. So we'll pull out, like we've done this a couple of times before, we'll pull out the constant, so negative 1 over 8 times the integral of e to the u du. Now the rules for exponents, as long as these two pieces are the same, the rules for exponential terms is that your answer is simply going to be e to the u again. So we're going to have, in our case, negative 1 over 8 e to the u plus c. And now we're ready to replace u again because we've done our integration. And that's going to be negative 1 over 8 e to the negative 8x plus 5 plus c. Now, very similarly to the cosine and sine example that we did earlier, you can see a pattern here that's going to possibly help us later on. So, if we write out the entire expression, it was the integral from e to the negative 8x plus 5 dx. And what we're saying is that this is equal to negative 1 over 8 e to the negative 8x plus 5 plus this c, which is called the constant of integration. I don't know if I mentioned that before, that c is called the constant. I'm sure I did actually, but I haven't mentioned it for a while, so you will hear this again, the constant of integration. Okay, so if we can look for the link between these two pieces, this obviously stays the same. And then the question is, where does this figure come from, negative 1, 8? Well, it's not just a coincidence that we had e to the negative 8x plus 5. So again, by studying this pattern, we can come up with a new rule, which we'll write here. Okay, the integral of e, now instead of numbers, put in letters that will represent numbers, so e to the ax plus b dx. We're going to have that is going to be equal to 1 over a times e to the ax plus b, then plus your constant of integration. So that's a new rule, and similarly to the rule for trig functions, you can either adopt it, or you can use U-Substitution all the time. If you are going to use this, you need to know when you can use it, and almost as importantly, when you can't use it. It can't be used for powers of x, if you have x's or anything else down here, x times e, then that changes it as well. But if you have e to a constant times x plus a constant, then this rule works. Okay, you can decide to use it or not. Okay, thanks for watching.